now it's being recorded. Please update me if at any time I just missed the recording because they have changed the shape of software. So Microsoft Excel comes with Microsoft Office. At present, I am using Microsoft Excel 365. So maybe the university has provided you my Office 365 to everyone. Is it true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everyone has installed Microsoft Office. Anyone who hasn't installed Microsoft Office to this point? I think everyone has installed. So after installation, you have an icon or symbol of that is being titled as new Microsoft Excel worksheet on your desktop, a shortcut of Microsoft Excel on your desktop. And if you do not see the shortcut of Microsoft Excel on your desktop, even in that case, you can just go to the left bottom of your computer if you are a user of Windows 10, and if you are going to click on it, in the search box you just need to enter Excel and they will going to show you Microsoft Excel. And once you are going to click on Microsoft Excel, a blank sheet of Microsoft Excel window will open and you will going to see a blank sheet like this. That includes all these boxes. If you look at the blank sheet itself, is it visible on the screen of everyone?
Yes, sir.
If you look at this blank sheet, you have these columns, and these columns, they are being titled as A, B, C, D, and so on. And if you look at these rows, the rows, they are being titled as 1, 2, 3, and in this way you will have different rows. So if you click on any of that box, this box is A1, and if you look here, you see a symbol of A1 here. So it's not working. I have a pen, but it's not working. So A1. What does this mean? That this box is A1. That codes for this box that this box is in the column A and it's in the row 1. If you are going to click on any of the box, that gives the information about that. This box, although it appears as 18, but this is not 18. This is I8. I refers to the column and 8 refers to the row. If you're going to click on any other box, this is F9. This is not F9 Park in Islamabad. This is F refers to the column and 9 refers to the row. And then F4 refers to the column and 4 refers to row. So you are going to see all these boxes here. And on top of window of Microsoft Excel, you are going to see all those options. First is the file option. In the file option, you can create a new Microsoft Excel sheet, and you just need to click on this. And if I am going to click on this, a new Microsoft Excel sheet will appear on the screen. And I do not know whether this will be visible on your screen or not. So this is where a blank sheet will open. Can you see book 1 on your screens?
So there's a blank sheet visible.
Okay. Can you see any writing on that blank sheet? Something written by me? No, it's not. It's not being shared. Can you see any writing now?
No, sir.
Okay. Because as I can share only one file, so once I will going to click on new, a new file will open, and immediately you cannot see that file. Secondly, it has an option of open. If you have already created some Microsoft Excel sheet, you can just click on open and you just need to browse it to a path where it has, for example, I have a data set like data example on my desktop. So if I am going to click on that, it will going to open that specific data set. Hopefully this will be opened on your screen as well. Is it opened? where you have species, age. Is it opened on your screen?
So it's blank.
Is it okay? Once again, when I clicked on open, it opened a new Excel sheet. So once again, as I can share only one, so the Excel sheet which I have shared, it can only show you that screen, and eventually I just lost. So with the option, you can open it as well. You have an option of save. No issue. You can save that once you work with something, you can save specific data set. For example, if I have entered some values here, 34, 33, 34, and then I have 23, 17. So after having some entries, if I want to save the Microsoft Excel gives me an option to save that file as well. Sometimes you want to save it in a separate location. So you can use the option of save as. So for example, if I am going to click on this, once I click on it, is it visible on your screen as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So here it tells you that you can save to any position. What you just need to name it, and then I have these available options that I can save that file in all those different formats. Even I can save that file in PDF. I can save. So these are different options. Right now they are not useful for you, but you can just save a file in a different position with a different format. So these are all options that are available to you. And sometimes we need different. For example, although you know nothing about R software. So R normally do not accept the Microsoft Excel sheet. Rather, it accepts the CSV sheet. What do I mean by the CSV is the comma delimited. So in order to work with R, I have to save that sheet in CSV format, and then I can upload that sheet to R, and then I can do any data analysis using R. And then here you have a print option, you have share option, you can export that file and you can publish it. So these are all just files. When it comes to, when you go to the file option, here you have all these files, whether you want to create a new file, whether you want to open a file, whether you want to save a file, whether you want to save a file in a different format, whether you want to share it, print it. These are all general options that are available in the first file menu of your Microsoft Excel. Do you have any question regarding this? And if you click on next, you have an option of home. In the option of home, you can just have an option that you can copy the data set, you can paste it. So these are all general options that are available. And here you can just decide about them, in what kind of font you want, what should be the size and all that stuff, whether you want bold, whether you want italic, whether you want something to be underlined, whether you want all these borders to be visible once you take the print, or you do not want these borders to be visible. So these are all options. And then you have some options that are like what color you want, and then you can highlight some stuff, and here you have those theme colors. So these are all options, and these are related whether you want to place a number in the center, whether you want to place on left, your text is indented towards the left side or it's indented towards the right side. So these are all options that are available in the home option. And then you have an insert option. In the insert option, you can insert those shapes, you can insert the charts, whatever you want to build. You can just insert a table, you can generate a pivot table. So these are all different options that are available to you. Even you can insert the symbol, you can insert the search. So you just need to click on it and insert whatever you want to insert. Then you have another option. We name it as the page layout. That is about the margin, what margin you want, what kind of orientation. Orientation means whether you want in portrait format or you want in landscape. So it's all options that are available. And as far as the paper size is concerned, you know that paper size, there are certain papers that are legal in size, some are A4 and some are letter size. So these are all options that are about the page layout, and you do not need to do all that kind of stuff. And here you have option of formula. So when we're going to do some statistics, we're going to use lots and lots of these formula options. You can insert any formula because Microsoft Excel gives you option. it's very, very much flexible that you can insert your own formula. You can insert a function to Microsoft Excel. So it's quite flexible. Although it is working with Windows, but it's very, very much flexible. And then you have a very important option that is titled as data. In the data, you can sort that data in ascending order. You can sort that data in descending order, and you can just use many different options that are available in data options. So most frequently we use the data option when it comes to the sorting. And then it has a review. You do not need to do anything with review when it comes to the view. So it's most of us, they want a normal view. But if I'm going to insert a page break, it will appear like this. So page layout, it will appear like this. So it's custom view. So these are all options. You just need to click in and see what happens when you do all these options. And it's about the grid lines, headings, and all that. And the Microsoft Help, if you want to have some trouble doing with Microsoft Excel, you can go with the help and you can get some feedback. So these are all options the Microsoft Excel comes with. So other than this, what you have on Microsoft Excel is a blank sheet. So if you look at the bottom where I have my mouse, you can see it's written as sheet 1. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in 2015 Microsoft Excel, let me confirm it. First, let me click on Microsoft Excel, because I myself is a new user of Excel 365. Previously I was using Microsoft Excel 2007. So let me confirm it. Okay. In Microsoft Excel 365, it comes with a single sheet. So by default, once you are going to click on the option of Microsoft Excel, it will going to open a blank sheet and you will going to see a single sheet of single blank sheet that is visible on your screen. But in case of Microsoft Excel 2007, Microsoft Excel 2003, by default, instead of one sheet, you have 3 sheets. So that sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet. If you're going to click on any of that sheet, those sheets, they will open. But Microsoft Excel 365, it comes with only one sheet option. So I will going to go to its default, that is one sheet. Here, once you are going to click on that sheet, you can rename that sheet. I can just rename that sheet as practice of biostatistics. Secondly, if you click on these options, you can just insert a sheet. So whether you want to insert a chart, whether you want to insert a worksheet, so these are all insert options there. If you will going to right click on this, you have another option, that is delete. Unfortunately, I have a single sheet, so I will going to create a new sheet. So once this plus option creates a new sheet. So if you're going to click on this plus option, it will create a new sheet. And once a new sheet got created, I will going to click on it. Here you have an option that you can delete that sheet. So I just clicked one and the sheet got deleted. Secondly, if you have multiple sheets, so I will going to title a sheet as sheet to be moved. So if you have these multiple sheets, you can just move that sheet. It changes the order of that sheet with that. For example, you just need to click on move, and once you're going to click on the move, you can decide about at what position this sheet should be. So if I want that sheet to be moved to the top, so what I need to do now, that I need to drag this sheet down. I can just display it. For example, if I'm interested to move my third sheet to the first place, I just need to click on this and press OK. And now you can see it was initially at position 3rd, and now I just moved that sheet to the first position. Is it okay? Just confirm me so that I can continue.
Yes, sir.
Anyone has any question? Just feel comfortable. Any question? So I can just move that sheet to any place. Secondly, if you have multiple sheets, and then you can just give that color of all those things, they appear to be non-significant. So once you have understanding of these stuff regarding basic stuffs of Microsoft Excel, let me delete everything else. The first thing you need is that you need to enter some data, and then you can do all that statistics using Microsoft Excel. For example, here I will going to create a data set like 23, 24, and then I have another value like 16, and then I have a value like 27, and then I have a value like 37, another value as 46, and another value as 58. So let's suppose I have a data set like this, and I entered that data set in a column that is E column, and then I have maybe eight values in this data set. So once you have that kind of entry, it's a very, very efficient one. If I want to sum all of those values, I do not need a calculator. I just need to select every value, and here in the home I have an option of sum. So if you just click on that sum option, that sum symbol we frequently use when we were discussing the arithmetic mean, when we were discussing the standard deviation, when we were discussing the variance. So it's sum option, and here it has summed everything else. So here you can see it summed all of these values. So my grand total becomes 231. And if you click on that box, now it will tell you the story about this box. Equal, it has sum E2 to E8. So if you're going to click on the first box, that is E2. And if you're going to click on the last box, that is E8. So in the formula, what is telling you? I just need to select all, and then I need to sum it. If you click on this, it's telling you that it has summed a data that is between E2, that lies between E2 and E8. So this is E2 and this is E8. So here you have a sum. But if you are going to click on upper box, it tells you that it's real value. There is no formula inserted there. There is no calculation made there. Rather, a value was entered here. If you look here, this is where you can check the box, that what is in the box. And at this place you can just check the box. So if you check the first box, it tells you that a number is being written here. If I will going to change something in that box, let's suppose instead of 2, I can make it 233. It will be written in the box as well. And once I will going to change a value immediately, as in my last box, that is E9, I have a formula inserted that adds everything else. So as I increase the value of my first observation, eventually my total observation got increased. So I will switch it to the back. So it's a value. Once again, if you are going to click on this is telling me that in this box you have a value added. And if you are going to click on this box, it's telling me that it's not a value added. Rather, some formula is being used. Some function is being applied on this box. And the function of this, what function is applied? It just some option is being used that adds everything. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Just feel comfortable and ask. Do you have any question?
Sir, Excel only sums values up, or does it have other functions as well?
There
Other
are so many
statistic
functions.
formulas.
I'm just introducing few functions. You can do anything with Microsoft Excel. You can add stuff, you can subtract stuff, you can multiply stuff, you can divide stuff, you can do anything you want to do using Microsoft Excel. You can do all those statistics. For example, I didn't wanted you to start with something complex. For example, if you want mean, in that case, Microsoft Excel, if I want to the mean of that data set, what I need to do is to select an empty box. That's why it's a very much rapid and efficient in functioning. Once I select an empty box, I just need to insert a symbol of equal. Once I will going to insert a symbol of equal, equal is in Microsoft Excel is used for to insert the function. So now I can insert any function to Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel, by default, there are many functions that are already being added. For example, the formula of mean is already added in Microsoft Excel by default. What I need to do now is to just click on A, and then I need to click on B, and here I have a function of average. So just clicking on my equal sign, once I will going to click on, if I am not going to click on a equal sign, if I am going to click on A, it will going to add A to this, because the function is not being inserted. In order to direct Microsoft Excel towards any function, I just need to insert a sign of equal. And once I will going to insert the sign of equal, then as I already know, I am working with Microsoft Excel, so I know all those functions. So I know that in arithmetic mean in Microsoft Excel is being inserted with a function of average. So I just need to include A, B, E, R, A, G, E, average. क्या मसला है? एक मिनट, let me mute.
सर एवीजी लिखे तो तब आ सकता है।
Can you hear my voice? Can you hear me? Please confirm me so
Yes,
that I can
sir.
continue. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this gentleman asked me a question that can you insert words like this? You can insert anything here. Whatever is visible on your, whatever you can write on your keyboard, whatever is visible, what options you have on your keyboards, you can use all those options. Is it clear, gentlemen? Can you hear me? I think he left. So let me start. So with a function of equal, what I need to do that now the Microsoft Excel got directed to a function. Now you have to insert a function. Either you can select a function that is already added in Microsoft Excel, or you can introduce your own function. So it's all your choice. But once equal sign is being inserted in any box, that means now in that box you have to insert some function. Insert it from the library of Microsoft Excel, or you want to create your own function. That's all your choice. That's why Microsoft Excel is very, very flexible. So once I have inserted an equal sign, I just need to write AVERA, and then I have a function that is already added in Microsoft Excel that calculates the average. Average mean arithmetic mean. So once I was going to click on average, a bracket will open, and now it's giving me direction that tell me that what's the source of that data set. You have to insert a data in order to calculate the average, and now I'm just directing it. So once these brackets they will open, now you have to click on your first observation of your data set, and then you need to drag the cursor down to the last observation. The average function was already available on Microsoft Excel, and now I have directed it to the data source. That the data is present between E2 and E8. And once you have selected the data set, the only thing you need to do is to just click and enter. And once you are going to enter it, now you have an arithmetic mean that is being calculated. The arithmetic mean of this data set is 36.14. Even I got disconnected. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it very, very much clear?
Yes, sir.
So why it's telling me that it's very poor. Are you sure? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Please
sir.
confirm. Okay, I have internet issues,
Yeah.
and it got disconnected again and again. So we will going to take a break of 1 hour, and I will going to join you back right at 6 o'clock. Is it okay?
सर हमारा कल पेपर भी है, हमने पढ़ना भी है ना.
Also, I will going to take a class of 1 hour and then I will going to. So it's between 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So please be flexible. I am expected you to be kind. Thank you.
Sir.
Anyone with objection? Is it okay?